Hello, all, and welcome to Lady Stephanie Oracle and Tarot channel. This is my very first video coming to you all the way from where I'm coming to you from. So, yeah, just sit back, relax, um, and just stick around for some pleasurable entertainment, okay? So my name is Lady Stephanie, and yeah, I am a young lady, and I got into the tarot. Just a little bit about me. I've always been fascinated with the tarot, even since I was very, very young. And in about 10, 11 years ago, I got really interested into it, and I've just kind of been learning since then. And um, I love it. It's one of the lights in my life, to be honest. And I always said that one of the things that I want to do in this lifetime was to, bring my soul forward by creating something that inspires and that, you know, makes people feel something to where they can take action and to where they feel, you know, they have a purpose. And for me, this is what this channel represents. And so I thought it would be fitting for my first video to do a topic about the lyrics your soul needs to hear right now. And so, me personally, I love music. I've always been a big music person, all genres, but, I felt like for me, jazz and, bossa nova, stuff like that, that's very calming to me, but I love all music. And I just thought, what a creative thing to do and I know that other tarot readers on YouTube or anywhere, they do incorporate, music into readings because I feel like for me, things, art, symbolism, obviously numerology, music, I feel like all of these things are, divine tools that can help us to get us through things and to learn more about why we're here. So I created a deck. Um, I just channeled a deck. It's not a professional deck, as you can see, but it is a deck that I created one day. I channeled, and it's just different songs that I know. And I sat down and I just really wanted to, incorporate some like originality. And I really love when people do these kinds of things. So here's my lyrical deck that I made, which is channeled lyrics. I sat down one day, so I wanted to use that deck today. And yeah, um, this is just a reading for, some clarity and encouragement. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let me know if a lyric resonates with you in the comments. So yeah, the first card, and I'll show you guys, ladies and gentlemen, is I'll Follow You. So this is a song about, well, I don't know what it's actually about, but the song is by an artist named Likely, and what I'm getting from this lyric is essentially getting a sense of leadership. Um, in the song, she says, I think the song is actually called I Follow Rivers, and I put I Follow You. I think it's I'll Follow Rivers by Likely, and she just keeps saying, I'll follow you. So that makes me think of you being a leader, you as a collective, as this collective reading is your soul is telling you um, to continue to be a leader in your life, walk to the own rhythm of your beat. I don't know if I said that right, but it's a message of kind of like, I guess at this point, this whole channel, and like even what it symbolizes for me, just going for the things that you want to go for, doing the things you want to do, and being your own leader, in life, and living on your own influence. So that's a really lovely message. I mean, there's so much freedom and love to be felt when you do that. So that's a really beautiful song lyric as far as that message. And the next lyric, I mean, forgive me all in advance. Um, to be honest, I have really poor handwriting. And yeah, so you're not going to be able to see what this actually says, but I'm going to put it in there. But it says, well, I can't say the first. I can't say the first word, I don't think, on YouTube, but it's a song by Glorilla and Sexy Red, and she says, you know, the first lyric is, a woman's part, and she says, drive them crazy, CDC. And I love this song. It's so fun. I always feel like so fun and flirty and free when I listen to this song. It just makes me feel like just really in my bag, and really independent. But yeah, no, this lyric is really giving me like coming into your own and using your charms and your natural attributes and skills and ability to take things to the next level, to get people to do what you want them to do. Um, it's a lovely message, and I feel like it really goes into this first um, lyric because once you get to a point where you really come to a place of self mastery, knowing what you're about, what you have to offer and what your strengths are, that leads you into more of that taking charge role, that leadership role of your life, which you're entering or you have recently entered if you're finding this video or whatever point you're finding this video. But yeah, it's a lovely message. Really love Glorilla. I'm a huge fan. Um, I know. I know, but I really love her. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about her. Excuse that, y'all. Um, but yes. And so the last message is I'm crying because I love you. And this is a song by Lizzo, not Liza. I once again, I'm not sure what the song is. I think it's "I'm Crying Because I Love You." Uh, love Lizzo. I don't know if I love Lizzo, but I mean I like her. But I like this song a lot, and this song came to my head when I was channeling it for some reason, and I think this is a message about you know past disappointments, past betrayals, um, and whatever way you can think of. There's so many things, things that basically made you feel like you lost a sense of control over your life. And in her song, she talks about, you know, basically, I believe, this song is based off of like a relationship gone wrong, and then her kind of, trying to repurpose herself, reestablish herself, but she still has those feelings of, you know, she's still hurting, inside, she still feels that feeling of pain, but she also understands like, hey, it's time to get up, it's time to get going, it's trying to, re brand myself, re uh, renovate myself and keep pushing forward. It's a very strong message of just self-empowerment, but it also has that very like logical side, not emotional side. It has like the both of the polarities. It has that emotional side where she's creatively, she's coming out and she's saying like, I'm crying because I love you, and that's another thing, like, to get a little bit sidetracked. um, but music is a way, when people produce music or when people make music, it's a way to transmute those, the things that make them, those feelings that come up when you have these experiences. And it's just kind of crazy because it just shows like what a powerful tool, like, and how, um, you know, like that is the ultimate. It is a form of alchemy. Like music can help you to do that, and it basically just in her case and in this song, it's like she's singing. She's crying because she loves you, but she's also saying that she's gonna get herself together. After this, once I've released this, once I've expressed this, once I've turned this, flipped this, around. Once again, the right mindset. It's gonna be smooth sailing, and I feel like that really ties into the second lyric of just with self mastery and about everything we talk about, just tapping into all those amazing, beautiful qualities that you can use to get the things that you want and to fulfill your desires on your own accord. But yeah. So I decided also today that I would, um, you know, tie the whole reading up with oracle reading with a tarot deck, a tarot reading pull from the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck. I've used other decks before, and honestly, I really want this to be just kind of like my go to deck for this channel. For now, like, of course, I love all the beautiful decks, but I feel like this deck is very, very powerful, and I feel like it's just time, like, to really get serious about. I feel like this is just gonna take my um, practice of tarot to the next level, and I really, really want to, you know, utilize this deck when I'm reading. as much as I can. But of course, I will definitely be exploring sometimes with different decks because the artistry is a big part of why I love the tarot, the symbolism, and everything you can get. There's so many messages you can get from the symbolism, the numerology. It's just the ultimate tool of divination to me, and that's one reason why I love the tarot. So yeah, I pulled one deck card, and this is the card. It's eight. It's swiftness. That's what the card is. But the card is Eight of Wands. So we have with the Mercury in Mars, Mercury and Mars. Like this deck is just so amazing. Like, look at that. It's got the rainbow, it's got the glyphs, Mercury, which talks about communication, it talks about thoughts, your thinking patterns. Mars talks about action. We got the number 8, which, if you take it back to, the planets, 8 would be represented by the planet Saturn, which talks about time and discipline and doing all those hard things, the things that are easy, which self mastery is something that takes a long time, which, it can take a long time. It may not, but I feel like it really, really does take a long time. And just the changes with, thoughts and the actions. I feel like this really, just based off of those words, it really, really is really meeting. It's tying together with this lyrical oracle messages that we have so well. Like, and wands also are representative of the archetypal plane, um which, if you take it back to the Kabbalah, that's the world of fire, which is the first emanation. So to me, this is crazy that we're getting that element on a soul reading, because I feel like, not that I feel like, the soul is like the origin, right? And the fire element is the origins. Like, the world of fire is the original emanation. So to me, it's like bringing your soul force. I mean, if we like talk about it as far as the element of fire and the world of fire, bringing that originality, bringing back that part of who you truly are from the original point, and you have the your thoughts, communication involves time, and then also we've got the rainbow. And here, the rainbow to me, like when I was thinking about it, it represents to me like all of the chakras, well, the main chakras being aligned, being aligned and complete. Like, basically, when you have all of your chakras, you know, um, charged, and you know, nothing is, all the energy is like nice and balanced. it's like you get to a point of basically, to me, like also saying self mastery in a way. So, and it's very powerful, like being able to, you know, do that. So then you can, once you've had self mastery, it's like you can do anything. You can literally make anything you want. You can follow, you can do, lead or live whatever life you want. And then this to me also, the Eight of Wands, with we can't forget the actual words down here, swiftness, that talks about, something, this is like a something that is happening right now, um, and it's just gonna multiply, multiply, multiply. And yeah, for the collective right now, this is definitely the energy coming in for you. I mean, look at all these colors, like, but that red is really coming out. All these colors, all these different angles. To me, it's just like all these different creative things coming out of you in all these directions. And I know, like, I know this talks about like love a lot of times, passion, quick um, communication. Like, if you talk about like just on the level of the meaning of Eight of Wands, but it's like electricity, That's what it looks like, electricity. It's like now you're putting your influences on the world coming from you. Let's take a quick look at the card meaning really quick, because I want to get more keywords just to see if we can get any more additional messages, because honestly, I'm still learning the tarot. I'm still a learner, definitely. I love the tarot so much. I just want to be a part of it so badly. But I'm still learning the tarot. I have tons of things to learn about it. And while I read, I definitely am going to be learning more about it. But here is the message from the actual book of the Thoth Tarot deck. I just want to get some other keywords. So some keywords are, like, we got the swiftness, speech, light, electricity, energy of high velocity activity, approaching goals, letter, message, boldness, freedom, too much force applied too suddenly. So this is something that's happening right now, you know. Um, but yeah, it definitely ties in this message. This tarot pull definitely to me complements the lyrical oracle readings. Um, yeah, freedom to me just is just like goes hand in hand with leadership, and I just feel like with that first message and just these other two messages that kind of tie into this first message of just freedom, liberation, self mastery with these other ones, and just honestly just overcoming obstacles and putting yourself on the forefront, not in a selfish kind of way, just in a purposeful kind of way. um but yeah, and just going back to the tarot card, you're getting towards your personal goals, not just the goals that, to me, it doesn't even just seem personal. It seems like the ones really in your soul based off this reading. So yeah, love it, love that reading. But yeah, that was a really really good reading. Which one of these lyrics do you guys feel spoke to you the most? um, Let me know. I love music, and if you love music and you love tarot and you love movies and you love art and you love fashion, whatever, like, I'm gonna try to incorporate a lot of different elements on this channel, but definitely film, um, music, art. We're definitely doing all that over here. So definitely come back and join us if you would like. I have a lot of different topics that I would love to do and for the collective. Um, but until next time, I'll let the music guide you. Good night, good afternoon, or good morning. Bye.